So, one thing I want to share with you that can help make your career planning even more simple as you're stepping into the new year. Doesn't that sound good? Simple? More simple? I know, sounds awesome. Hey, everybody, I'm career coach Jen, and I wanted to share with you a thought about something that you can do for yourself to reduce the stress and the overwhelm in your career planning as you're planning on the new year that's coming up. So, a lot of times people think about career planning in relation to their New Year's resolutions, right? So it's like, okay, New Year coming in. I want to lose weight. I want to save money. I want to make sure I spend more time with important people in my life. I want to write the book, or like whatever the plans are, right? And then you get into the new year, like, okay, I'm doing good. I've got the diet plan going on. I'm starting to budget over here and different things. And then February hits, and maybe you start eating some of the snack food that you're not supposed to be eating. Or maybe you're just being lazy and didn't get around to doing whatever project you were going to do or whatever, right? And the next thing you know, March rolls around and you're like, never mind. I just don't want to do these goals. And then by the time we get to the end of the year, you look back on the previous 12 months and you just go, well, maybe better luck next year, right? And then the whole thing starts again and you start planning for new goals and you don't follow through on them. And it's just this really crazy cycle that we go through again and again and again and again. So let's remove that and let's make things a little bit more simplified, shall we? I know that sounds really good. So this is what I recommend that you do. Scrap the New Year's resolutions and instead just pick one word that you want to focus on for the year. Having just one word as like your mantra for the whole year can really help you to zero in on the things that you really want to focus on to make a difference for yourself. And so, for example, I'll tell you how this all got started. So back in 2011, I was driving down the road and on the radio, I heard this guy talk about how he's like, you know what? I don't do New Year's resolutions. I focus on one word for the year. And I'm like, what's this? And he talked about his word for the year and how that was showing up in different areas of his life. And as I thought about that and I was driving down the road, I thought, if I was to pick one word, what would it be? So this was like the first week of January when I heard this. And already I was feeling super overwhelmed and really thinking, I got too much on my plate. So I decided that my word of the year was going to be no, as in no thank you. And I learned to gracefully not allow things to get onto my schedule. At the time, running a busy business, family life, also serving on the board of a nonprofit, not to mention just all the other stuff going on in the community. I just had so much weight and burden on my shoulders. I just thought, here I'm at the beginning of the year and I'm already looking forward to stuff being done. Like, that's not a good sign, right? So I decided I'm going to learn how to say no gracefully. And I did that over the course of the year. I learned in a way that works comfortable for me to say no thank you to people, because people keep asking me to do stuff. And so, which isn't bad. It's great to be recognized and be identified as somebody who people want you to do things. But I just thought, you know what? I need to say no to the wrong things so that I can have room to say yes for the right things in my life. And so that went so well that the next year I decided to have another word of the year. And so every year since then, I've had a word of the year. So now here I am 10 years into this, and I can tell you this works so much better than having a New Year's resolution. So you want to simplify some of your planning and your goals for next year? Try that. Try having just one word that you focus on for the year and see how it manifests in lots of different areas of your life. If you have questions, if you need help with this, drop me a note. You can find different ways to get in contact with me down below. And I look forward to supporting you with helping you to determine your word for the year. And remember, my friends, that there's all sorts of good stuff that you can do with your career, and go after it. You can do it. And I wish you much success in your successful career. Thanks.